Welcome, Leo. Thank you for joining me for your monthly forecast for July for the Sun or the Ascendant. If you've yet to subscribe to my channel, I'd be honoured if you did so now. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. If you'd like to chat with me directly, you can now do so at Twitter at Horoscope Ace. Or please join Elisa and I for our daily astrology and tarot show. It's proven hugely popular, great fun, and you get your free daily horoscope. Please see the link beneath this video and you're very welcome to join us. This month begins with a major event. Of course, the Sun and Mercury are in the sign of Cancer, which is reflective for you, and Mercury is in a retrograde through to the 12th. But Saturn, the planet of structure, inverses back into the sign of Capricorn on the 2nd. It's going to stay there through till the 16th of December. And for you, this is your sector of work, sacrifices, structure, discipline. Can be also to do with fitness, nutrition, animals, also aunts and uncles. Now that gives you 3 planets reversing backwards in your 6th solar house. The other 2 are Jupiter and also Pluto. And they're all going to have a major impact on your month. But in a very positive way, Mars, the planet of desire, the planet of impulse and drive, has risen into a really exciting part of your horoscope. And for the next 6 months, through to the 6th of January, is going to be arcing its way through the sign of Aries, which of course is your sister fire sign. This is all about enterprise. It's all about risk-taking. It's about independence. It's about adventurism. Now that might seem a difficult concept to grasp with the COVID-19 restrictions, but we're pretty early on into that situation. And this is going to be such a long-standing transit. It gives you enormous opportunities to be quite buccaneering in your approach to your situation. But that Saturn retrograde cannot be denied. And it's almost like Saturn, Pluto and Jupiter in your 6th house are very counterintuitive to the energies of Mars in your 9th house, which is all about going for it. Whereas Saturn, Pluto and Jupiter is very much making the most of the resources you've got. It's about the finer detail. It's not about the big picture. And of course with the Sun, marooned in a very reflective part of your scope through to the 21st of this month, and Mercury in retrograde till the 12th, there's part of you that may not feel particularly buccaneering. So let's see if we can unpick this and give you a much more upbeat overview of your prospects. Well, the great thing about Mars is it's forging an amazing link with Venus pretty well all through this month. And Venus is in your sector of friendships and your long-term future. And also, it's about, in a relating sense, our connections to others, our community, if you like. And you could find yourself joining with others this month in a very uplifting way, but particularly people who share your passions, whether it's a hobby, an interest, a cause, a political viewpoint. This combination of energy can be superb. It can also be very good for your love life. Is there somebody in your circle who makes your heart beat a little bit quicker? And if you haven't been conscious of that, I think you can become much more conscious of it this month. But also, we have got an annular lunar eclipse on the 5th in the sign of Capricorn, which is all about those duties and those details. But it is linking brilliantly to Uranus, the planet of change. So when it comes to making your choices around your career, even if things do seem a little bit limited because of the overall circumstances we find ourselves in, an ability of your dedication, hard work, but also ability to be open to new ways of doing things can actually be very positive for you. So if you're looking for an employment opportunity, it may not be exactly in something you've done before, but you may be able to take those past lessons and repackage them in a more relevant way for today's situation. also in week 2 of this month, there is actually a beautiful link between the Sun and Neptune. And that very caring and also very generous spirited part of your nature, which can often see you someone who's involved with good causes, could see you as a leading figure in that respect. But that Mercury retrograde in the 12th house is a sensitive area. I must be honest with you. And it's possible that you could feel a sense of isolation or disconnection from people that you would ordinarily feel much more closely aligned to. It's also possible that you could find yourself a little bit anxious and worrying about exactly where life is heading. That would be entirely understandable. And it really brings us to the collection of energy in the sign of Capricorn from the 11th through to the 23rd, which sees Jupiter, Pluto, and then Saturn all in opposition with the Sun in the sign of Cancer. So if you do find yourself feeling lower in energy, feeling a bit more depleted, not quite sure what the future holds, just try to give yourself permission. You don't need to be absolutely on fire with charisma all of the time. You're a human being. You bleed like anyone else. And if you need a period of calm and reflection, taking time in nature, thinking carefully about what you want, perhaps doing some meditations or prayers, or perhaps even thinking very deeply about some past events, take it all in your stride. But if there is something in your life that you're not aware of, but it is something to do with a lack of sincerity or trust, it all could come into the open from the 20th, when there is a new moon in Cancer, but it is opposed by the brutal energies of Saturn. It's possible in the following 4 weeks that you may have to come into the present in terms of your understanding that someone else has a different agenda to you, sees life very, very much on a different level. And that could be a painful situation. But once the Sun moves into your sign on the 22nd, you start a new journey. This is going to recharge you. Mercury goes forwards from the 12th. It comes out of shadow on the 26th. It's also true that the Sun does clash with Uranus as this month draws to a close. But that's just you, I feel, demonstrating your full power. You're going to come back into power in a big way as this month draws to a close. But there may be some ways of approaching life which you felt very comfortable with, but maybe they're more rooted in your love of routine or familiarity, which comes from the fixed quality of your zodiac sign. And what Uranus is going to be pushing you to do over the next 6 years is to be as open-minded as possible about where you can apply your skill sets, your affections and your interests. So just try to take that in your stride. But I think this month is riven with polarities. There is real possibilities around your alliances and your love life if you're looking for a relationship. But I think there's also the possibility that an existing relationship or situation will show itself up to be something you didn't think it was. And that could be a tricky process to go through, but come into your own power as this month draws to a close and know that Mars, the planet of passion, is going to be such an incredible representative of your needs from now right through to January next year. If you'd like to ascend beyond your zodiac sign and embrace serious astrology, why not check out my personal horoscope reports? You can get a 30% discount for a character analysis and forecast. Please see the link beneath this video. Or you can choose to have a one-to-one with me. Please check out my testimonials below. But for now, take care, keep safe, and good luck.